Today I am doing the DNF tag. Hi guys, and welcome back to Lady Jane Books. Today I'm doing the did not finish tag. Okay, first some housekeeping. I know that I have not been posting as much lately, and there is a very specific reason why. I am working on something super special, and it has taken a lot more time, resources, and planning and logistics than I initially thought. But I think it's going to be worth it. At least I hope so. Please tell me if it's worth it. Please. So you might want to keep your eye out on my channel this week. I don't know. You just might. I'm not saying nothing. It's up to you. But I promise I'll be posting more in the next coming weeks. Second order of business. I realize I have now reached not only 30, but 40 subscribers this morning. And I also realized that I did not do my 30 subscriber jazz hand celebration. Shame, 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 Lady Jane. So, to make it up, we're gonna do not only triple, but quadruple jazz hands. Ready? Set? 1, 2, 3. Okay, that was for 30. Now let's do our 41. 1, 2, 3, 4. Jazz hands, woo, sparkle, sparkle. It just gets more and more ridiculous as we go on. But that's the point. It is incredible to think that I have reached 40 subscribers, that 40 individual people want to view these videos actively, and I am so thankful. Thank you so much for tuning in. Okay, now on to the actual video. Today I'm doing the DNF tag. I was tagged to do this video by the incredible Books Yada Yada. Oh my gosh, I absolutely love this lady. She is so fun, so funny. Her recommendations are always on point. She is so funny, so witty. The intros to her videos are hysterical. I highly recommend going over to her channel and checking out her videos. I have watched all of them, each and every one. So a big thank you to her. Okay, on to the tag. Number 1, do you DNF? Yes, I do, although it goes against my nature. I'm usually a person that when I commit to something, I will see it through to the very end. And sometimes that kind of bites me in the behind a little bit, especially with books, because I'll be struggling, and I should probably have just DNF'd it, and then I can't get my time back, even though I finished it. So if a book really stinks, then I will DNF it. But it's rare. The book really has to suck eggs. Number 2, if you do DNF, does it count towards your finished books for the month? No. No, it does not. If I DNF a book, it is not going into my Goodreads. Nope. I did not read that last page. I did not get the experience. I do not have enough of the story to give my thoughts on. So no, if I don't finish it, it doesn't count. Number 3, is there a difference between DNF and just putting a book down for a little bit? For me, there really isn't a difference. If I put a book down for a while, I'm going to not pick it up for weeks at least, perhaps months, and maybe even years. And by the time I do pick it back up, I don't remember what happened. So to me, there's like no point, really. So if I put a book down for a while, there's a good chance it's a DNF. Number 4, what popular books have you DNF'd? I have DNF'd The Darkest Part of the Forest by Holly Black. I also DNF'd The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. I do not think Holly Black's writing is for me. Everybody seems to love her writing and seems to really enjoy her stories, but for me, they're very slow and sometimes feels a little juvenile. So I'm not usually one to finish them, and I've learned my lesson that maybe I just shouldn't read any Holly Black books. I also DNF'd The Stranger Beside Me by Anne Rule. This is a very famous and very popular book in the true crime community. And while I can see that a lot of people who are fans of true crime would enjoy it, for me, it got a little bit too much about Anne Rule's career and her life and less about the subject matter, being Ted Bundy and the investigation. I got about 35% through it and I just couldn't finish it because it wasn't really what I thought it was going to be about. I highly recommend The Phantom Prince instead by Elizabeth Kendall. Number 5, what are some books you wished you DNF'd? Hands down, The Winter People by Jennifer McMahon. I wish I could get my time back from that book. I actually did DNF it years ago, and I don't know why I picked it up again and finished it, but I really shouldn't have. I should have just let that be in the ground dead. It was nope, not worth my time, not a good book. Do not recommend it to anybody ever. I also wish I DNF'd Joyland by Stephen King. About halfway through, I realized I was not having a good time with this book, but I thought to myself, well, it's a Stephen King. You love Stephen King, you gotta finish it, and I just wished I had DNF'd it and moved on with my life. Number 6, have you ever reattempted to read a DNF? And was this successful for you? Yes, I reattempted and finished The Winter People by Jennifer McMahon, and I completely wish I didn't. If I went back in time, I would say, Lady Jane, put that book down, put it in the ground, bury it, forget where you buried it, and move on with your life. That would have been the better thing to do, rather than to sit through this book. So yes, it was successful because I finished the book, but it was not successful because I want that time back. Number 7, what do you do with DNF'd books? I actually do this every year with all of the books that I've read during the year. I'll keep all of the books that I've touched and read to one side in a pile. And at the end of the year, I will go through them all and choose the ones that I really liked. And the ones that did not make the cut, I will actually donate to a local organization that supports veterans. I really do not feel bad about donating or giving away DNF books. Just because they were not my cup of tea doesn't mean that they won't be somebody else's cup of tea. Number 8, do you choose more or less risky titles based on your DNF policy? I don't really consider my DNF policy whenever I choose books. I'm a very in-the-moment type of reader, so if I go into a bookstore and I see a book that I'm just interested in, I will buy it. It doesn't really matter to me. And number 9, tag 5 other booktubers. I tag Kayla Lenzen, David's Book Reviews, Flipping Pages, Amrita by the Book, Crystal's Bookish Life, and all my other booktube buddies. And that's all I have for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. My hair is like sticking up. It is not doing what I want it to do today. It's always on days when I'm on camera. Like, the days I don't see anybody, I look like a Victoria's Secret angel. Yeah, okay. I look like a Victoria's Secret angel. And then on the days that I'm literally like gonna be on camera and going in front of people or anything like that, nope, hot mess. Okay, I am totally aware that I have not been posting as much lately. There goes your eyeball again, Lady Jane. What is going on with you? Oh my gosh. Falling apart, Lady Jane. Falling apart. I am completely aware that I am working on a little special project, and it's a little bit more involved, creatively, logistically, every other way. I highly, highly recommend. Yeah, you see that? Ooh. What was going on with your eyes, Lady Jane? Oh goodness. And you just might want to keep your eye out on my channel in the coming days to see a little sneak peek. Oh my gosh, what's going on with your eye, Lady Jane? Oh my gosh, you okay today, girl? Oh my gosh. What is going on with you?